Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go over some gold and silver companies, some precious metals. We're going to look at the big picture view. And what I did is I've got some mutual funds, and I was looking in the mutual funds at particular companies. These companies looked absolutely fantastic from a technical charting perspective. We see the break on gold. It's just breaking out to the upside. We've got silver breaking over $25 an ounce. These are critical levels that we're breaking where I think we could see a big move higher. And what I'm seeing in these charts is confluence with that. We could potentially see very large moves higher just by looking at these chart patterns. And there are a bunch of different companies that you can look at. I'm not recommending any of them. I am just giving them out, saying that their technical patterns look very good and they look very interesting. So they require more research than just the technical patterns, or you can just trade them off the technical patterns. It's up to you on what you want to do. But I've got some really good ones. Some are a little bit larger ones that I think are pretty good. And then there's some smaller ones too. So I'll dive in here. I'll show you what I've got. So we've got Wisdom gold mines, and some of these are in Australia. I think this one is. But this one's developing a very large pattern here, where we're breaking to the upside of the pattern right now. So Wisdom Gold Mines Limited would be one that I would look into for further research. We've got Wheaton Precious Metals that looks like it's ready to go at any second. You can see this last channel that broke to the upside. Now it was going sideways, and what I think is happening now is that we've got the correct market conditions and alignments in the market. This is real estate, inflation, expansion phase of real estate, and this thing's ready to blow, man. It's coiling up. It's still in this pattern, so you can buy it before the breakout. That's Wheaton Precious Metals WPM. Now here's Londine Gold Incorporated. This thing's looking fantastic. We've got this resistance level that we've been playing with for a while. I think with the price of gold going up, this is going to blow right through this resistance level. We've got the lower highs coming up into it, ready to go. So Lundin Gold looks very good. We've got SSR Mining that looks really good. We've got the long-term since 2008 trend line coming through here. We broke out, we came back, and we were riding on the line on the top, and we just broke out again to the upside. So SSR Mining looks fantastic to do some further research in. And some of these are bigger companies, like SSR Mining's a decent, I think they have the largest silver mine in the world. I think that was SSR. Siboney Stillwater looks good. This one's got a huge base pattern. It broke to the upside, came back to do kind of a retest, and now we're coming back up. We're going to be breaking this downtrend line right now. So that one looks really good to do further research into. Here's Royal Gold. I wouldn't say this one looks necessarily as good, but we're moving up in this kind of megaphone channel pattern. Here's a Cisco Gold Royalties on a long-term perspective. It's just breaking its long-term trend line again. We broke out. We kind of played with the line a little bit. And if gold goes, I think we're ready to go on this. So that's another royalty company. Sandstorm Gold, in terms of royalty company from a big long-term perspective, the lows were bouncing off. We just bounced off this low here. Big old pattern. It's ready to break at any point. It's going to be a big move when this thing breaks. So that's one to look into if you like it. Now here's a smaller one that looks really good. Korora Resources Incorporated. It's got a very long, drawn-out pattern here where we're hitting this resistance line. And we just recently broke out of it. It could come and back test it. Maybe, maybe not. But if gold goes higher, this one looks kind of interesting. I don't know as much about this one, but it's one to take a look at. There is not much resistance above this line, which makes it very interesting. We've got Alamos Gold, which looks really good. This is back from 2011. You draw the trend line in, and we're ready to break here any second. That's ticker symbol AGI, Alamos Gold. There's your downtrend line. It's right there, ready to break. We've got Gold Road Resources. ELKMF. This thing looks good. You've got higher lows coming up. We've got a break on the downtrend line that just broke to the upside. Looks fantastic. Remember, sometimes these come in and do a retest. So we can look for that retest and we could buy the retest if it comes back and retests. Silvercrest looks good. Breaking out of its pattern here. Big old flag pattern looks really good. That's SILV. Look at the returns from 2016. It's a 80 bagger. Oceana Gold Corp. Looks like this thing's been moving in this consolidation period. We came on down, we broke the downtrend line, and we're probably good to go here. So that's OCANF if you want to do further research into it. We've got Silver Lake Resources. This one's got a long, drawn-out pattern. I've seen this pattern many times. You have a 1, 2, it breaks down. We go into an accumulation, kind of long sideways pattern phase. It breaks out, it comes back to back test, and then we take off and it runs. This one looks fantastic. SVLKF, Silver Lake Resources. I would be looking, this is probably chart-wise, this one looks pretty good. And all these ones that are breaking, they all look very good. So overall, the sector looks absolutely fantastic. These are some of the companies that I would be looking at, and I would be doing further research, looking at their presentations, looking at what they're doing, how they're ramping up. I looked at one of these. The one that I looked at was Korora Resources because this is a huge base pattern. And whenever you have these long basing patterns, they'll break out, they'll do like a retest or a return move, and then it launches from that resistance line. We use it as a base or support to launch from. And Korora, it looks like they do produce gold, and it looks like they were ramping up their gold production over the next few years. It's like perfect alignment. So that one looked pretty good. I may throw a little bit of money in Korora Resources Incorporated, but some of these other ones I may throw some more in in some of those as well, just to get a little bit more exposure to the gold mining sector of these smaller companies. If you guys like this type of analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.